Good evening and welcome to Guadalupe Boxing Club presents round 2, featuring Robert Red Hot Frankel from Denver, Colorado versus Raul El Chino Carrillo. We're going to do a quick press conference here. We're going to get some quotes from the fighters and a couple pictures. They'll be signing autographs tonight. We're going to be talking to Romo Utajara, the lead trainer for El Chino, and Robert Frankel will be available for questions as well. Tomorrow night, February 4th, will be Guadalupe Boxing, an amateur show. Both fighters will be present there as well, along with local media, KDUH, Star Herald, and KMLR. So expect a large crowd tomorrow night, and we're going to get started. First question will be to the challenger, El Chino. You've had 9 fights, and you're fighting somebody that's had over 40 pro fights. He's been in on ESPN several times. He's fought world challengers, David Diaz, to name one, Bobby Pacquiao, and Michael Stewart from the Contender Series. What makes you believe that you'll be ready for a man this caliber?
Yo sé que Rob Franco es un peleador con mucha experiencia, pero como todo, mi talento, mi fuerza, ya estando los dos juntos en el ring, pues es donde se va a mirar qué armas son las mejores para ganar el combate. Y yo sí me siento bien para pelear contra Rob Franco. Me siento listo.
Marcelo Machado will translate.
Ok, nada más él dijo que él se siente bien para pelear con Rob, él se siente que está listo, él sabe del récord de Rob Franco, pero que él está bien entrenado y que se siente bien para entrenar, para pelear a Rob, para pelear a Franco. He said he's ready. He said he's training very hard. He said he know about Frank. He know he have a very good record. He fight very good people. But he say he's ready. He's ready for fight with him. He feel very good.
First question is to Robert Red Hot Frankel. You've been through a lot, over 7 years of pro boxing. Do you see yourself taking the role as the teacher in this fight, with Raul being the student?
I wouldn't say teacher. I know I have more experience than him, and I respect Raul for stepping up to the plate to fight me. But I don't take anything away from him by saying that I'm his teacher. In the ring, we'll have to show who's the better man. I have a lot of respect for him. He's always very humble, and that's one of the main things in my career that I've learned to accept, to being humble, and I respect him for that. And like I said, I respect him for stepping up to the plate for the fight. He's fighting somebody with a lot of experience, like you said. I don't want to be noted as the teacher, maybe the more seasoned veteran, and I think in the fight, I know he'll be ready, and I know that I'll be ready. I have no concerns about losing the fight. I think that I'm going to win the fight. I train very hard. Every time I fight, I train harder than anybody that I know in the professional world that I know personally. No teacher, no student, just a fight. The best man will win. I have a lot of respect for Raul, like I said, and I know he respects me, and I know he knows that I do bring it, so I know that he's going to be on his best.
Thank you. And for those that are curious about when this fight will be and where, February 17th, Denver, Colorado, Red and Jerry's Airtight Promotions presents KO Nation, Robert Red Hot Frankel versus Raul El Chino Carrillo. The next question will be for Romo Yutahara, lead trainer, manager of El Chino. I talked to you earlier. You stated that the record 9-0 does not matter in this fight. It's about who you've been in the ring with, what you've accomplished in that quick time. Can you elaborate more as to what you mean by that statement?
Well, you know, everybody will be quick to criticize and ask why put a young fighter in with a seasoned vet. You know, simply one real easy explanation is styles makes fights. And I know Rob Frankel very well. He's a terrific fighter. I respect him as a fighter. You know, I respect him as a friend. In this business, sometimes we gotta be in the opposite corner of our friends. And I don't take nothing away from him, but you know, I've seen Rob Frankel fight many times. And I feel we can make the adjustments that we need to make to be able to win this fight. I've got all the confidence in the ability of my fighter. If I didn't think we were ready, we wouldn't be in this fight. We wouldn't have signed the contract. I think we're ready. You know, Rob Frankel, I've learned a lot from watching him fight too. And you know, in this business, you never quit learning. And I've learned a lot from watching him. And you know, Raul's had 9 professional fights, but he's fought some top quality fighters in the amateurs. You know, he had over 20 amateur fights, and we didn't baby him as an amateur. We didn't have the time to baby him as an amateur. You know, we put him in as an open class fighter. We put him in open class tournaments. He won ringside. He's won Golden Gloves. He's Golden Glove state champion. He's Golden Gloves regional champion. We could have fought in the nationals, and I pulled him because we decided to go pro. But he's been in with amateurs that have had 150 fights. He's beaten amateur champions. So you know, I think the table's kind of even out there. It kind of tips out at the same. You know, it comes down to my fighter's weapons against Frankel's weapons, and we'll see which weapons prevail that night.
Well put, Romo. I believe as well, we got a clash of styles here on February 17th. We have a classic, tall fighter that uses his reach and movement well in combinations in Robert Frankel versus a young, upcoming, undefeated challenger in El Chino who is heavy-handed and determined. They don't hand out titles. You earn them. Now, both these fighters, nobody in the state of Colorado want to fight them. So here we are today to have this press conference announce these 2 fighters will square off on the 17th of February. These 2 fighters will fight for a world title. February 17th at the Red and Jerry's, Denver, Colorado. Tickets as low as $25. Ringside, I believe, are already sold out. Is that correct, Rob? Sold out. You can get your tickets by calling Steve Mestis. I'll provide that number after the press conference here. Again, you're welcome to come up and take pictures with fighters, get autographs. February 17th, 2012, 7 p.m. Get your tickets. And now at this time, we're going to have Mr. Frankel and Mr. Carrillo pose for one more picture, face-off.